Lesson 11. Sound Formula. Learning to manipulate sound with the bow. Learn Violin Fast, Book 2. Producing a beautiful sound in a violin is not magic, not some secret formula. Violin is bound, like everything else, by laws of science and physics. For us to learn how to change the sound, we need to have a fundamental understanding of what elements to change. Rule: sound is created by the violin as a result of number 1, bow resistance, or the pressure, how much the bow presses on the string. Number 2, bow distance. Are we using full bow or short bow? And third, bow speed. Now, if you're going to get really technical, yes, the sounding point has an effect, and also which part of the bow has an effect. But right now, we're just trying to learn the big concept and what we call the sound formula. And the sound formula is the bow resistance, or the pressure of the bow on the string, how much bow you use, and how fast you're moving. So pressure, distance, and speed. So these are the 3 elements that are responsible for creating a particular sound with the bow. They are bow resistance, how much pressure you apply, bow distance, how much bow you use, and bow speed, how fast or slow the bow moves. By changing these elements, the sound that is produced by the violin will be altered or changed. You can think of the result of sound as a formula of those elements. If you give each element a number, let's say 1 to 10, you can create different kinds of sounds, 1 being the least and 10 being the most. Let's create a formula for sounds and notes you already know. For a song played at a medium slow speed, walking speed andante, and other notes that mimic each step. Let's take Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for example. So the song is played with quarter notes only. If you want to play soft or quietly, the formula will look like this. So sound, let's say 3, bow distance 5, and bow speed 5. So this is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on D and A strings with a pretty even sound. We're going to use light resistance of 3. We're going to use bow distance half a bow, 5, and we're going to use bow speed, medium bow speed. So this is Twinkle with medium sound. Now, if you want to play loudly, your formula will need to look like this. A bow resistance should probably be a 7. A bow distance, we're going to use full bow. And bow speed, we're going to use a 7. So we're going to use much more pressure on the bow. We're going to use the full bow. And we're going to use much faster bow speed. So this is same Twinkle, much louder. And again, this is just for demonstration purposes. I don't think the next thing will be, the way I'm going to play is very musical. But again, to show the sound formula, how we can alter sound, this is for that purpose. You notice how that was drastically louder because I used way more bow, I pressed down a lot more, and I moved it much, much faster. So here's something that you can try. Play Twinkle, Jingle Bells, or MacDonald, Light the Road from the end of book 1, and change the sound formula as you play. Play with full heavy bows, then slight half bows, and just experiment and have fun. You need to be able to alternate, and you need to be able to change the sound even as you play. So let's do Old MacDonald, but I'm going to increase my bow speed, pressure, and distance as I play through, just to experiment with creating different sounds. I hope you found this helpful. I hope all of this makes sense, that sound is music, and we'll manipulate the sound by changing the way that the bow plays on the violin, and it's not some secret formula that you need to unlock after 10 years of practicing. That is just basic science and math and physics, and you can learn how to manipulate sound and create beautiful meaning with your playing. Next lesson, we get to learn how to hold the bow professionally, and we're going to learn more songs. Thanks for watching. See you next class.